The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. They go play action here on first down. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now Carr throwing on second down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. On first down, Carr being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jurrell Casey in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here. 2nd and 3. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings?
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Vontaze Burfict. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's Luck now on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing on first down, it's Carr. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
20! He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Aaron Donald busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
29.
Carr to throw on second down. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Carr. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third. Third and goal. On third down, that's Grant. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And now out comes Houston. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second and 10 now from the 27. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Luck. He may try and run for this. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the 1st down.
How many times do we hear the 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
He's going to fire one, and he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give them a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the interception, it's Love. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D lineman.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Corey Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now Dion Lewis to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Now it's the backup Tannehill. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Luck now to throw. He finds Humphries. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but fortunately another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Hey. You got 4. Monday down.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. From midfield, here's Carr. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. And he locates Walker, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Luck. Uncorks one for Davis. And it'll be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Hey, Raider 2. Now.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And now out comes Houston. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. The final shot before the break. Luck. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. What a spin. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad?
Under pressure, they got him again. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Again, they run with Gurley. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Last stop. Last stop.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Strong right. 1, 6, 3.
They snap it to Luck. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On play action, now Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Jackson. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second down, here's Lott. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Off of play action. Lott. He's going to float this one deep right. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there on third down. 45 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Lott. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Todd Gurley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Just beating the play clock is Lott. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for the Raiders. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. To throw his car. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Now Carr throwing on second down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. 30, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now Love. And that's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
694.
Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Carr will try it again on second down. Over the middle here to Brown. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 40 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
To throw, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Brown. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
29.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Going underneath for Crowell. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, here's Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Here's Luck now on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got him in, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there for Houston. 53 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. On first down, Tannehill. Quick hitch, complete. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Luck. And that's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now it's Gurley. Shifts by at the 15. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Vontaze Burfict in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the home team here, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town.
you.